Hello, friends. Welcome to Soloma channel. What if I told you that in less than 30 minutes, you could transform how you handle data forever? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a powerful data entry form in Excel that will change the way you work with spreadsheets, whether you're a beginner or you already a pro. But here is the twist. This isn't just any tutorial. Stick around because by the end of this video, I will review a game-changing bonus tips that will take your data management skill to a whole new level. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the like button if you're excited to learn. And don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials such as this. Ready to master the secret to data entry? Now, let's dive into the video. Okay, to format your background, let's select this range of cells. And then we go to Home, Merge and Center. And we apply some background colors. And then also let's merge this. Apply some background colors, even text colors. And let's enter student registration form. Having done that, let's make it Times New Roman, maintaining the same font, increasing it a bit and making it beautiful. Here we have ABC Academy. We also repeat the same process, the same font, bold, and increase the font style and the font. Okay, now let's get this icon to use as our logo and to add some flair to it. All right, when we paste, also let's shrink it a bit and position it at this place. We can also change the color to white. Let's duplicate and position it at the left as well. Awesome. This is beautiful. Okay, after that, let's highlight this range and apply the outside border so as to make it look as a standalone form. And that's the thick outside border. After that, go to more borders, come to color. Let's select the same color and apply it to the outline. And then we say, okay, beautiful. Here we have our outline border. Then the next we do is to highlight and apply the same border to our fields. I'll go to this at our borders. Also, we can change this, we can change the color to the same blue and then apply both outside and inside. And that is that we have an outline like this, cells field outline such as this. Okay, the next we do is to merge these two cells and duplicate and paste it on top each and every one of them. See you at the end. All right, now having completed that, we need to now make this other font size, make this other font size to have a bit of shade, a bit of gray color, so as to give our form a good look and a good posture that on its own, this is the form we are working with. And that we can see, we can remove our grade lines, and we have this. Step 2, data validation. So we apply data validation to our gender, go to data, go to validation, and then select list. Now we have to enter our data, male and female. After that, we say okay, and here is our validation. Here is our validation. Moving forward, step 3, apply conditional formatting. And to do that, we head to Home, Conditional Formatting, select Highlight Cells Rule down to Cells Rules. We are going to be making use of Here, blanks, you select blanks, and then you format it how you want the background to be when your cells is blank. So we are going to be selecting this color, let's say a gray color, and then apply it at the outline, go to fill, and we select also a gray color, and that is how our cell will look like. Now you see no data inside is that gray color, and then let's duplicate it down for other CU at the end. Okay, having done that, we now enter. You see that that place automatically becomes white because there is data in it. Okay, the next we do is to make it the color when there is data inside, to format it. If we have data in it, what color, what text, what font do we want it to go be like? Same way, go to conditional formatting, cells root. Here we are going to be selecting no blanks, and then we select the field to be blue, maintaining the same color. And then we come to border. Let's also select this, apply it to the border. Also, the text, we select bold, make it white. And then we have stuff like this. Okay, now let's see if what we did is correct. Beautiful. When we enter cell in it, we have that. Now let's repeat it for the other cells. See you at the end. Okay. Now, having done that, the next we do is to bring back our validation. Like you can see, that validation is no longer there. We have to insert it again. And then we have our validation intact. All right. Now, if we check, we'll see that, okay, other cells are already formatted conditionally. And this is one powerful feature of conditional formatting. Also, the next thing we will do is to make to format it in a way when I enter something in the cell, it will mark good. It will have a kind of to mark it good. And then to achieve that, let's go ahead to this to bring back our grid lines, and then we are going to make use of if statement in order to activate such function. Okay, we say if equals to, if this cell is blank, you press your quotation and then give me blank again. That's if not, give me P. That is what our if statement is. So you see that nothing is there in that particular cell. Now, if I type something inside, you see the value P, which means our function is correct. Now, to make it in a way to be good, we are going to font family, select the font called Windings. Going to select Windings 2, and then type stuff. You see this aspect like this. This is simply because our P is in small letter, so we change it to capital letter and hit enter. You see we have our good marked good in that box. Isn't this beautiful? Also, we can format it conditionally. Go to conditional formatting, say no blanks, and then we make it this we give it this outline, go to fields, make it bold, and let's make it white. And then we go to our field. This is what we have. Beautiful, beautiful. This makes our form to be dynamic and to look very presentable. Now you see that because we haven't assigned it to other ones, that place becomes vacant. Now we do that, and then we copy it and paste it for other cells and see you at the end. Okay, now let's check if what we did is correct for others. As you can see, we are very correct and everything is active. All right, moving forward to step 4, design your submit button. And to do that, we are going to be applying some functions, series of, we are going to be making use of series of stores. So what we are going to do now is let's remove this color here because we are going to be copying all our fields and paste it right here to create a dummy data set and see you at the end of it. Right. Now, having completed that, the next thing we are going to do is to assign our function. Now, assign function to the date. We are going to be making use of today function. Type equals to today, just close the bracket and hit enter. You will see today's date as of making this video 31st of December 2024. All right. Now, having done that, the next we are going to do is to link our cells to our dummy data set. And to do that, we say equals to click on the cell, equals to click on the cell, and do that for the rest. Okay, we have done that, and this is what we have. The next we do is to calculate this, to insert some calculations, and we are going to be making use of count A. We are going to be making use of count A. We are going to say equals to count A, and we select this count A. We count the cells that has data in it. You select this, also select this comma, and then complete this and hit enter. You will see what we have is 1 because of our date. If we enter this, you see it gives you 2. Enter this 3, and let's do that for the rest. Awesome. You see we have that or enter. And for the number, you see we type plus, and that plus is disappeared. Just put your inverted comma and then put your plus sign, and other things it will be there. Okay, let's do that for this one, and then we do the same for this one as well. All right. Now, having completed that, the next we are going to be looking at is how we can design our buttons and make it active. Make our button active, design it, make it active in such a way that if we enter all our details, the form will display. If we didn't enter all, the form will look as is a kind of gray color or faint color. All right. So to achieve that, we are going to come here. Let's merge this cell where we will be putting our button, and then we want to put the other button at the last of the row. So I'm going to freeze here, go down, Control Shift, Control down, go to down, Control down, and then come here. Let's say we merge this place, and we input submit. Let's type in submit, and let's increase the font a bit and change the font style, and then make it bold. Awesome. The next we do is to make it a bit of gray color so as to be faint. When data is not yet complete, it will look like this. When we have entered all the field, it becomes active. Without what we mean by making it look dynamic. Okay. Now, having done that, then what we need to do is to copy this. We have to ensure that we copy our formula. Once we copy the formula, go to apply conditional formatting to our work. Go to manage routes. Under that, we select new route. Inside there, we use formulas. And in this formula, we are going to paste our count A function formula and say if this formula equals 21, then this is what you are going to give me. Let it be bold. And then let's select this color and then let's go to fill and select this blue as well. And then we have something such as this. And we say, okay, and that is our button being active, blue. Now, if we remove stuff here, you see that disappears. That shows our formatting is very, very much correct. All right. the next we do is to copy this. Let's say Control C to copy. Once we copy that and we go to paste, come to this, we are pasting as linked picture. We paste that as linked picture. We carry the paste picture up into our form. Whatsoever happens to this happens to the picture, and then we format it a bit, add some formatting and some designs to make it look like a button. And that is okay. I think this is okay by me. And then you see that is more like a button. If I enter this, you see that becomes active as well. Beautiful. We having completed this, the next we do is to insert our button under the disability, where we will have either disabled or not disabled, or we make it yes or no. And to do that, go to developer tab. Under developer, if you don't have developer, this is how you can get it. Right click on any of the ribbon, check your developer if it's not checked, and then say okay. Your developer will become active. Now to insert our button, we go to insert and then select this button, and here we draw. Once we have done that, we can remove this, remove the text there, and then let's type in yes. Let's type in yes. We are going to be making use of yes or no. And after that, right click, not clicking on it. Once you do this, right click to select the button and then duplicate Control D to have it here in this place. All right, I think here is okay. Then let's select this and then select this, go to shape format and say align to the center, and that is beautiful. Next, we'll have to link this, button to this dummy data set, so that when we click on yes, it will display here yes. When we click on no, it will display. And to do that, we have to right click here, go to format control, and then select click here and click on this cell to link. We say okay. Now you see here is 1. You see this one. If you click, this becomes 2. Now we're going to use if statement in order to make it dynamic. Okay, we say if this is equals 1, then give me yes. If not, then give me no. That is what we have. And we hit enter. As you can see, here is 2 no, and this yes. Awesome. That is what we have as regards to designing our button. All right. The next is assign macro. That is our step 5. Okay. And to do that, we have to get our database. We need to create another sheet and name it ABC database. And here is our database going to be. Create another sheet. We name it demo. Why you can call it any name you choose. Here is the database. We are going to format or prepare our database in such a way that will be okay for us. We are going to come here, go to paste. Let's select paste special, paste it as value, and then transpose so as to be in horizontal form. The same, we can also ensure that each cells are well spaced. Put Control Shift forward and select, make it colorful, adding colors and your fonts in order to make your database look beautiful. And that is what we have. Then the next we are going to do is to go over to the date. Let's make them to be in date format. Ensure that they are in date format. Okay. All right, let's go over to our form, and then we need to record our macros. And to do that, go to developer, select macros, record macro, and assign the name of the macro. Let's say ABC form. All right, that is what we have. And then you see macro has started recording. So let's copy all these values here, Control C. Let's head over to demo. And then we need to just go over to this place and then go to home, paste, is go to paste special, and then paste our values and transpose. Awesome. We copy it, same head over to our database. And here, instead of pasting, we go straight to insert and select insert copied cell. And then show you select sheet cell down so as to move your data down as they enter. All right. Having done that, we have to click on yes. We have pasted that in our database. You see that the date is still not formatted. We select short date to format it. Beautiful, beautiful. And that we go over to our form. And then the next we do is to delete all of the data entered here and see you at the end. All right, now having completed that, we need to now head over to our macro and then ensure that we stop our macro. Okay, that's been done. We have to now come to this and ensure that we remove outline at least and then cover up all these places so as to look as if nothing is there. All right, that is awesome. So we do now is we head over to our button and assign macro. Right click, go to assign macro, and then select the name of the macro ABC form. And we say, okay, that is our macro. As you can see, is now clickable. We can click it to submit, okay, into our database. All right, let's re-enter data and see if what we did actually is really automated, because we have automated this form. Once entered, it will be submitted. And we are going to do this entering fast and see me at the end. All right, we are done entering, and let's see if when we click submit, the form will be submitted. And we click submit. And once that is done, you see our form is dynamic and automated. And off we go here. Everything is entered right in this database. As we can see, we do the necessary formatting if the need be. Okay, let's see all we have submitted. Awesome. That is, we can automate our form. The next we do is to remove some formatting that we have done, disable our grid lines, and then we need to make this place white. We need to make it white, and we see our form. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, next is our bonus tips. Bonus tip one is ensure that the database name remains consistent, the demo name remains consistent, even the workbook name remains consistent, the sheet of rate form, the name remains consistent, ABC database consistent. If you change that, then if you change it, that will no longer be automated. That is tip number one. Number two is that this can also be done in a separate workbook. Your form can be in this workbook and also the database and the demo in another workbook. Let's, for example, the management say they need the database and the demo in a separate workbook, while the form will be in another workbook for the registrar, for the clerk to use in registration. But once they submit it, let it enter in another workbook. Like this we have here is a workbook for student registration form. We can create another workbook for our database and demo. And there we can make the whole stuff, the whole process also to be dynamic. And that is what we are talking about here. That's tip number two, that what we have here in the same workbook can be on a separate workbook. Our form can be designed in another workbook, while our database and demo in a separate workbook. And to achieve that, or to show us that I'm going to be opening a new workbook where I have already designed the database, demo, formatted everything so as to make this video not to be long. So we are going to be walking through of recording macros and then assigning macro to our button and see if such will be dynamic. All right, we head over to developer, start our record of macro, and then we assign it a name, let's say ABC data. Let's say we call it ABC data, and then we hit OK. Our macros have started recording. Let's copy all of this. Control C, head over to our demo, then go over to paste, come to paste special, select values and transpose. Then say, okay, we have pasted as values, copy it, Control C, and then we go to our database, and under this, we come to our insert, and then insert copied cell, bring it, ensure you select shift cells down, you already know that, and then we format our date. Let's make it to be in date format, and then format our date, also short date. Beautiful, beautiful. And then after that, let's head over to our form workbook and then delete every formation in our field, and see you at the end of it. All right, now having done that, we go over to our macros and stop our macro from recording. Okay, then we need to assign the new macro recorded to our submit button. So we go to assign macro, select ABC data, and then we say, okay, our macro for it is being assigned. So we have to now enter data here and see if that will work, if our form is automated to enter into another workbook. And see me at the end of data entry here. Beautiful. Now, having completed that, we are going to now to hit the submit button. And once we do that, we see that our form entry is going to be submitted. And that is what we have. Beautiful. Form already submitted in another workbook, as we can see here. And that is the tip number 2. And let's ensure that this place is covered the same way as it were. Now heading over to tip number 3 is to save macro document. And to do that, we need to ensure that this document is saved as macro enabled. Go to save as, let's save on the desktop. Now you see here, this is saved Excel macro enabled workbook. So if your document is not in Excel enabled macro workbook, just select Excel macro enabled workbook, not as an Excel file. So as you see here, you can see that when I save it as Excel, it doesn't accept it because Excel already have run a VBA. There is a code that Excel uses to record the macro, and that is what Excel have done, and those codes cannot be saved as a normal Excel file. So when you run your macros, ensure that you save it as Excel enabled macro workbook. Select that aspect of Excel macro enabled workbook, and your workbook is saved as. Congratulations, you have learned how to create a professional data entry form in Excel. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss out on our future tech tutorials, tips, and tricks. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.